According to new reports out this week, actually, report from the Wall Street Journal, staffers in the West Wing of the White House are now actively avoiding going anywhere near Donald Trump for fear that they're going to be the next person that he brings in to start working on these knowingly fraudulent election challenges. The report says that usually throughout the administration, staffers would always hang around near the West Wing of the White House, near the Oval Office actually, in the hopes of being called inside to a meeting, given a special task. That's the President of the United States. Love him or hate him, he gives you a job to do. That's a big deal. But since the election, the number of staffers, according to the Wall Street Journal, that have been hanging out there hoping to get called in has dwindled down to close to zero. And as these staffers have told the paper, it's because they don't want to be involved in any of this nonsense. They're afraid of what it's going to do to their potential careers after leaving the White House. So they're just avoiding him. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if they're actually working at this point because we know the president's not working. So that's got to be a fun time, right before the holidays. You don't really have much to do at work anyway, right? You're just kind of slacking off doing whatever. And that appears to be what these White House staffers are doing. But how horrible is it that is how desperate Trump is? He can't get any good lawyers. We know that. The reports have told us that all week. All he's got is Rudy Giuliani. And he's actually, I assume he has to be considering pulling some of his White House staffers into the fray. If they're afraid of it happening, I assume they have a reason to be afraid that that's what's going to happen. And so there it is. Like that's what we're dealing with. That is the level of incompetence and ridiculousness coming from this White House. And unfortunately, because the Electoral College doesn't cast their final vote, basically ending the election for good until December 14th, we have at least 2 more weeks of this, 2.5 weeks of this. Yeah, that sucks. So I'm sorry, staffers, you're, I guess, going to have to continue to avoid Donald Trump. If you see him coming, make a beeline for the bathroom if you need to. Maybe bend down to tie your shoe so he can't see your face. Maybe wear a face mask so that he can't recognize you. Put on a face shield too. Maybe a funny hat. I don't know. Whatever you got to do to hide yourself from Donald Trump. Dress up as a houseplant and just stand in the corner till the administration is over. Whatever it is you think you need to do to not get sucked into the fray of all this ridiculous and potentially illegal lawsuits that he's filing, you do it. You do you. Because as we have repeatedly talked about, the job market for you people when you leave the White House isn't looking too great. And Trump is already forbidding anyone from even working on their resume or actively looking for a new job. So you don't have much to do. So why don't you spend these next couple of weeks working on your hide and seek skills so that you don't get pulled into one of the most ridiculous soft coups the United States has ever seen. One of today's video sponsors is Surfshark VPN, and right now they have an exclusive offer for our Ring of Fire viewers. Go to surfshark.deals/Ring of Fire, and you can get 84% off a 2-year plan with 4 months for free. If you're not using a VPN to surf the web, then your data is at a greater risk than it should be. Using a VPN can help protect your data, it can help protect your privacy, and it can actually give you access to lots of features the internet has to offer that you may be missing out on using a regular web browser. For example, there's plenty of areas in the world where certain streaming services are not available. Using a VPN can allow you to get around that. There could be certain content restrictions on a college internet service. This can allow you to access more information. There's all kinds of things that VPNs can do, but the most important thing is that it helps protect your privacy, giving you a little bit more internet security. So again, go to surfshark.deals/Ring of Fire, use code Ring of Fire at checkout, or simply click on the link at the top of the video description below to get 84% off a 2-year plan with Surfshark, and you get 4 months for free.